Good morning. Oh, first day of fall. So good morning, guys. Rainy outside, really dark, cloudy. So we're inside today. Feels pretty good outside, but decided to come in. It's really misty and that kind of thing out there. So we're inside this morning in my home office. Hope you don't mind. But welcome to Just for Today. I'm Lisa Kaye with Promise Resource Network. And this is an early morning offering for those of you who can get up with me in the morning, which I so appreciate. Um, just for today is a slogan from the rooms. Simply put, when I mean rooms, NA, AA, Al-Anon, recovery rooms, um, and other places you hear this, and taking things and considering them just for today. You may can't fathom the idea of a lifetime doing this or adding this to your recovery journey. But just for today, could we consider um, adding something that we hear, see, experience, whether it's this morning on Just for Today or somewhere else this morning, and see if it works for us? It's that simple. I'm a person in long-term recovery on the family side of addiction. Um, I am in recovery for being that controller, being that person that enables, and that person that has to be the fixer. We call that codependency, but that's just kind of breaking it down in simple terms. I am a survivor of some extreme traumas in my life as well. And so Just for Today was a slogan that I took up that really, really helped me keep things in perspective. So we've been doing this for some years now, and it keeps me in my wellness and keeps me in my journey as I get up in the mornings and try to start my day out with things that will strengthen my outlook on my day, because the day is the only day we have, right? That we know of. So I got something pretty interesting to bring to you this morning, and I hope that you will see confusion in a different light this morning. We think about confusion being a bad thing. I'm so confused. Or we look at someone and say, man, they are so confused. They are never going to be able to get themselves out of a wet paper bag. My grandma used to say that all the time. Lisa, you're so confused. You can't even get yourself out of a wet paper bag. You can't determine how to do that, right? So we're going to put a different spin on confusion today that I think you may find some value in. I know I did, and I'm going to look at it a lot different because I am definitely got some things in my life right now that I am going, oop, do I go right? Do I go left? Do I sit still? Do I move forward? Even as a grandma, we have those times in our life. We are never too old to not be confused, to not know which way to turn. One thing we can depend on is things are always changing in our lives. And I'm one of those people. So I definitely needed this. And so I decided to bring it to you to see if you could add it to your wellness. So let's see who's on this morning. Please let me know you're out there. It just does my heart good to see your names and your comments, to know that you guys are seeing value for when one or more are gathered, right? We can definitely support each other. So no matter if it's one person live in the morning, I'm going to jump on and be with you guys. It's part of my recovery, my way to give back, stay in my own journey as well. So let's see who we got out there. We got Miss Erin Perna. Top of the morning to you, Lisa. Top of the morning to you, Erin. I will see you in a little bit at PRN. She's one of my coworkers, and she's very supportive, sweet, sweet lady. If you hadn't got to meet Erin at PRN, you need to come check her out. We got Miss Kim Porter in the house. Good morning, everyone. Miss Kim, thank you for coming on and all your support. Miss Darlene is in the house. Good morning, Darlene. Glad to see you this morning. I definitely am continuing to enjoy your live on your Facebook page. It inspires me. Your heart is just so sweet. And I know that those who follow you on your social media are so enjoying. You have just got a sweet, sweet spirit, and I am so proud of you. And we got Mr. Bob on this morning. Good morning, Mr. Bob. So glad you're in the house. Hope to see you today at PRN as well. Erica, good morning. New here. Well, good morning and welcome to Just for Today. So glad you tuned in. I hope that you will find some nuggets out of this. Please feel free, Erica, to chime in, make comments. You will also see that, we have a group anywhere from 6 to sometimes 10 or 12 that come on live, and they have a good stream with each other, encouraging each other, commenting, singing happy birthday to each other. So welcome. I think you will enjoy this group. Not that I'm the greatest at this thing. I just bring my heart and what I'm working on. But this group of men and women that are in recovery themselves jump on here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 in the morning with their coffee, tea, cocoa, whatever they got going on. Some people, I think, just lay in the bed and cut it on, which I would too if I was still in the bed, right? But I'm up, ready to go. So I think Darlene is welcoming you. You'll see that a lot of folks will welcome you and encourage you to continue to come. If you're in the Charlotte area or close to the Charlotte area, we would love for you to come check us out at Promise Resource. And we'll talk a little bit about that later. But yeah, please come and join in as much as you feel comfortable with this morning. So welcome. Mr. Aaron has made his presence this morning. Good morning, Mr. Aaron. Glad you could open your peeps this morning and roll over and cut your phone on. Aaron's my partner in crime. I'll see him a little later this morning as well, and he's always a person to come on and support me as well as other facilitators. But welcome. Let's get to this. This is a 20-30 minutes supposed to be, but sometimes we get to chatting. I really don't want this thing to be a burden on anybody. I want to hit it, give you something thought-provoking early in the morning, or even if you're watching later, you're not able to come on in the morning, but you watch it later. I want it to be something that will inspire you to take a hold of, and it's not too hard. So let's get on with it this morning. So today, and I'll get back to my chats in just a minute. So you guys keep chatting on, keep commenting on, and we'll bring those out in just a minute. But our word today is confusion. Gets a bad rap. So yourself, many of us have had times, if not just now, like I've got going on right now, confusion. We look at confusion as something being horrible. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. I don't know what to do. And we watch people be confused about things, and we wonder what in the heck that person, like I said before, can't even get out a wet paper bag. They can't make a decision if it saved their life. And we put this negative wrap around being confused. Well, just for today, I'm going to reframe that. I'm going to flip it on the other side. So hopefully you can grasp this or see it to be value for you. If you're someone that has, like me, grown up to think confusion was a negative thing, and you seem to struggle in this state of confusion, I hope that I can help maybe settle that this morning, or at least give you some food for thought, something to think about. So grab your coffee, tea, whatever you got, or roll over and snuggle your pillow, whatever you're doing, and listen up. I'm going to read something out of my recovery passage that I've been working on the past couple of days, and then we're going to have some discussion around that, and I'm going to give you some ideas around it. So what is this confusion? It gets a bad rap. Let's read a little bit. And, I thought that I had read this recovery material because I've been working on this. I got several things that I work on, but this one it's tattered, torn. My dog's chewed on it. I've had it for years. But I have not read this passage. I can flip through this whole book and I've read these things so many times, but I have to tell you, if I did dive into this one, it didn't mean a whole lot to me, and I must have been not in a good state of mind. But this stood out for me big, and I thought, God, I've never read this one. So I felt like that was my sign in my spirit to bring it to you. So confusion can be a gift from God. Now that's a different concept, isn't it? Looking back on instances when I felt desperate, in need of an immediate solution, I can see that often I wasn't ready to act. When I became fully ready, the information I needed was there for the taking. When I know too much about my options before the time is right to exercise those options, I tend to use the information only to drive myself crazy. That's why today, when I am feeling confused, I try to consider it grace. Let me read that again. That's why today, when I am feeling confused, I try to consider it grace. It may not yet be time for me to act. I think that dealing with confusion can be like cooking. If the bread isn't done, I don't take it out of the oven and insist that it's time to eat it. I let it finish cooking or baking. If a clear solution to a problem hasn't shown itself yet, I can trust that it will appear when the time is right. Just for today, I will thank my higher power for whatever I experience today, even if I feel troubled or confused. I know that every experience can offer me a gift. All I have to do is be willing to look at my situation in the light of gratitude. Everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence. And I learn whatever state I may be in, therein to be content. So even in the darkness and silence, there is wonder. This gives us a little different concept about confusion. This is where we can really, really expand our minds. The materials that I kind of dug into around recovery and confusion, some different concepts around confusion, help me to understand that when we are in a state of confusion, we are seeking answers. We are diving deep. It can cause stress or de-stress if we don't keep the right frame of mind. So just for today, as you walk in your day, which is the only one we have, you probably will experience some confusion. Maybe it's a confusion left over from yesterday or a week ago. Maybe you're in a state of confusion that you've got to make a life-changing decision. Maybe it's around a job, a relationship, where you're going to live. No, I don't know what it is. And it may be something new that comes up. But if we can think and add just for today that in this silence, right, or, this darkness sometimes that we feel when we're in confusion, because we think when we get the right answer, the lights go on. La la, ta-da. We know what to do. Life is grand. But we're not embracing that moment that we are digging in deep in our mind and in our spirit and trying to connect the two. Because in my life, when I've just led with my mind, there was trouble. And when I've just led with my heart, I got myself in trouble. So over some years now in my recovery, I've been trying to practice this art of connecting the two, right? So I can protect myself better, right? So what is this confusion? We're going to dig in deep a little bit this morning about that. I'm going to give you some things to think about as you mull over it. But it's not a bad thing. It gets a bad rap. So as you say to yourself or out loud today, or you hear others say, I am so confused, I don't know what to do. Here's your wisdom. It's not a bad thing. We can take that word, that feeling of confusion, and see it as a gift from our higher power, that it's grace. It's our grace. We may not be ready for the solution. If we are practicing in our spirit to lean on our higher power of our understanding, there is much grace. As folks who walk in that, trusting our higher power, giving our power over to, as we did, and we try to every day, to lead us and guide us, help us connect our mind and our spirit, We are asking for answers. We are looking for solutions to things that we have conflict over. Or we got 4 great options over here and we don't know which one to take, right? We can be distressed and sit in it like that. Or we can reframe it, rethink it, flip it over and say, this is grace. I'm not ready for the answer. While I'm waiting, I'm going to continue my practices of wellness. And I am going to dig in deep with educating myself around all the options that face me. And have faith that when it is time, when I am in the right place, the answer will be there. To use that confusion time as a time to reflect, dig in deep, and embrace it. I always said during COVID, when we were all shut down, that we were all screaming through it, that we did not sit in the time that we had to see the goodness, the things that were good in the changes that were having to be made as we protected ourselves and others from this deadly virus. We focused on what we thought we lost and did not focus on the new visions that we got. And now we're still kind of riding the fence. You know, we still have to protect ourselves, but we're still trying to live with it as well, right? And there was a lot of confusion about, do we open, do we not open? Right? Should I go out? Should I stay in? Should I go work from home? Stay at home work. So many things of confusion was around that, and we screamed all the way through it. So I challenge you just for today, as you think or try to rethink confusion today, that you see it or attempt to see it, even if it's just for today, as a gift, as grace, to give you time to explore, and that the right answer, the right solution will come in its time, in the right time. If we think we know the answer, right, and we force it, we drive ourselves insane trying to force the solution to happen. So many times we are trying to be so in control of things that we are out of control. I mean, it's out of our control, that we miss all of the grace, we miss all of the beauty, all of the learning experiences, trying to get to that end result. We're rushing through things, rushing through the journey, and we're missing all those nuggets, all those beautiful things along our way that make the journey worthwhile. Yes, keep your eye on the prize. Stay focused on where you're going in your recovery, in your life journey. However, you have to stop and smell the roses. You have to embrace those moments of confusion where the yield sign pops up on your road to recovery or your journey in your life. You know, the big yield where it says, slow down, Lisa, look both ways. Or it's a stop sign. And it says, you need to stop. You need to sit in this silence and you need to wait. So confusion is a gift. And if just for today, if we can rethink that and quit using confusion as something that's negative, because I think we're all contemplating change. We're all thinking about things that we're maybe confused about in our lives, or maybe in someone else's life that we really, really care about, right? And we throw that word around, that phrase around a lot. So just for today, can we look at it a little bit different as a way, as a sign to let us know on our road to a journey? It might be a yield sign, maybe a stop sign, but it is telling us something. It is trying to connect our mind and our spirit together, that we can collaborate together with these two beautiful things. So we roll down our road to recovery, seeing and experiencing all the beautiful people, places, things along our journey We still keep our eye on the prize, absolutely. But it's the journey, guys. It's the journey. So just for today, let's think about reframing, flipping over that confusion and looking at the beautiful side of it, because everything has a beautiful side, just about. Okay, if we think hard enough, if we want to see it hard enough and get the message and the wisdom from it, we will. So just for today, see confusion as your yield sign or your stop sign on your road through your recovery, your journey, and see it as a time of grace, as a time of exploration, and that when the time is right, your answer will be there, and you will have the courage to make that leap where your journey may go to the left and you're ready for it to go. Instead of being at that crossroads, contemplating and stressing and not willing to wait. Breathe in while you have the chance. When that yield sign or stop sign comes up in your journey, it's allowing you to realize there's so much going on around you that you're missing, that give you the very tools and the things you'll need as you go through your journey. So just for today, quit thinking about confusion the way we've been thinking about it. Quit giving it a bad rap, and let's embrace it this morning. Let's see what some folks have to say, and then I'm going to give you a few nuggets around confusion, how to kind of sit in it and embrace it. And then we're going to call it a day because I got to get to Charlotte. So let's see what my folks are having to say this morning. Miss Darlene says, I am excited about my husband goes to a daycare that's been closed 2 years. He got to go today. It's his first day. Absolutely. He gets to be engaged with his folks and gets to work on his own recovery around folks that he has missed. And we celebrate that with him and with you, Miss Darlene. That is awesome. Keep us posted on how that goes. Saying good morning to each other. Let's see if I can get my messages going here. So Miss Darling says, okay, y'all are really talking this morning. Talking to each other. That is awesome. Miss Erica says, love that. Darling says, great topic. It applies wide options. Darling says, confusion is not a bad thing, but wisdom from God's grace. I like that, Lisa. Thank you, Darlene. Darling says, they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Yeah, when we're ready, we're in that space to receive it in the way that we need to receive it. Absolutely. Erin says, some meat on the bones this morning, Lisa Kaye. Absolutely. Well, guys, I'm going to give you a few things to take with you today or not. It's up to you. If it feels right, have it. If it don't, leave it here. But just for today, I hope that you can feel something in your spirit that you can grab a hold of and just consider. Let up on confusion a little bit, embrace confusion. And I'm going to give you some things that might help you along that way that I thought was very, very helpful that I will apply to my confusion, which I stay in a state of confusion. So that tells me that I got a lot of digging in to do. I got to quit being lazy in my spirit and wanting the answers to just fall out the sky. Right? Got to quit being lazy and dig in, research my options, talk to some folks that have wisdom, right? And sit back and trust. So I'm going to give you just a few things to think about this morning. And then we're going to get on our merry way in this little rainy day that we got. And welcome to fall, guys. Today is the first day of fall, and you get to spend it with me this morning. All right. We all get confused at times, but prolonged periods of confusion can cause us to feel that we're stuck. How many of us can relate to that? Or feeling foggy, like I just can't even make a decision today. Confusion can make us feel powerless, anxious, stressed, and a whole host of other draining emotions. And that is what we want to stop. Because when we feel powerless and we feel drained, anxious, stressed, we miss a lot of beautiful things in our day. And if you knew this was the last day that you were ever going to have, I think you would walk a little differently about it. So just for today, I want you to think about this a minute. Confusion can stir up some never-ending clouds of fog that kind of just encircle us, and we're constantly having to go, oh gosh, which way do I go? But it is also a sign of great change, great and powerful change that's going on in your life. Think about it. If everything made sense to us all the time, how would we ever grow? Like I said, that was a nice way to put it. But I just kind of got real with you a minute. Quit being lazy. Work at it. Work at it. Quit expecting things to be handed to us on a silver platter, right? You know, I've been in recovery for 5, 6, 10, 20 years. Why do I have to still dig so hard for these things? Well, it's worth it. You're worth it. It works the mind and the spirit and helps us connect them. So quit being lazy. Quit waiting on it to fall out the sky, but also use this time as you're waiting for the answer to dig in deep and get ready for the answer. Most of us don't get answers because we ain't ready. We ain't done the work. That's why when we make a decision, we're not quite sure about it and we distress over it because we haven't done the work to get ready for the answer. Confusion does serve a higher purpose. When you feel confused, it's a sign that your mind is expanding a little bit more. It is a sign that you're allowing your heart, mind, body, and soul to make room for something that wasn't there before. You are making room, guys, for new learning. So confusion allows you the platform to make room for something that hasn't been there. Think about it. So it's like confusion is really the process of opening up and expanding the possibilities. My Chihuahua agrees. Hope, be quiet. So let's think just for a minute. I might have to let my Chihuahua out. Hope, come here. Come here. So accept where you are. Here's just a few tips to consider if you are in a state of confusion. Accept the fog. You know, fog can be really pretty, right? Accept where you are. Accept the confusion and accept the feelings of stuckness. Sometimes you get stuck because you are meant to be stuck. Stuck gets a bad rap too. This is usually a sign that more information needs to be delivered before you can move forward. Hope, be quiet. Come here. Sorry, guys. Also, take a deep breath. Center yourself in a firmly state. This is what I want you to be able to maybe say to yourself today, which I thought was beautiful and I'm going to use. I don't know what to do, and that is okay. I don't know what to do in this situation. I am confused, and that is okay. When you firmly state your uncertainty, you move out of the fog and into certainty. The more you focus on your certainty, the more at peace you will feel with where you are at. So take a deep breath and say, hey, I don't have all the answers. I'm confused. I don't know. I'm going to dig in, but it's okay. It's okay that I don't have an immediate direction. It's a sign that I need to open my mind to receive something that hasn't been there. Ooh, that is a good one. I need a lot of stuff that ain't in there right now. I don't know about you, but my mind definitely needs some new material. Focus on what you know, guys. When you are confused, it can be easy to get stuck in the web of consistent, repetitive thoughts that appear to have no end and no beginning. To clear this, start focusing on what you don't feel confused about. Hope, hush, come here. Start focusing on what you know and what you feel sure about. When you do this, let me let the Chihuahua out. Excuse me. All right, goodbye. Go, 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 go. Sorry, guys. My children's, my fur babies. Um, when you do this, it will automatically help to weaken the cloud of confusion over your life. So focus what you do know about the situation, what you have felt that was good and great about some of the things that the steps you're making around the decision. So focus on that. Give yourself grace. Here's the fourth one. It's the biggie. Be patient. Being confused is a sign of change. We got that. And you may need to let the journey unfold a little bit more before you make a decision. Be at peace with that, and be at peace with the fact that you don't have all the answers. Just accept the way things are and trust that inspiration will reach you when the time comes to make the right decision for you. If you do need to make an immediate decision during a period of this blissful confusion, the best thing to do is tune into your gut, your feeling, follow your wisdom in your spirit. If there is a situation going on that there's danger, right? You got to be the one to make the decision. Follow your gut, follow your instincts, right? And be okay with that. Begin taking a step forward and see how it feels. If it feels good, keep walking in that direction. Keep it slow and steady until you're ready to take that leap of faith. The beauty about being stuck and confused in life is that there really is no wrong turn or wrong path. Every road traveled, and I want you to listen to this, because some of us sit in guilt and shame about some of the roads that we have taken in our lives, or we felt like we were pushed into or drugged down. So this is the word for you this morning. It really freed me a little bit about some of the shame and blame that I still carry. Every road traveled is a blessing in some way. So take the stress out of life's decisions and trust that all roads really do lead home. Some of them may have been wrong roads. I don't know. We may never know. But there were lessons and things in that journey that led us to where we are today, that they lead us home in our recovery. So I'd love to know what you think about that. Accept where you are. It's okay to be stuck. It is your time of grace to consider. Stuck gets a bad rap too, right? And it usually means you're not ready. You got to do a little bit more work so you're ready for the solution. Take that deep breath and say, you know what? I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers, but it is okay, right? So you may be the person in your family like I am that everybody runs to looking for answers. And I try really hard to have them. But just for today, I'm not going to practice that today. If I really don't have a solution and I'm more confused than you are, I'm going to say, hey, I don't have the answers. I'm just as confused as you are, and it's okay, but I can walk beside you. I can share with you some of my experiences, and maybe all of this is about you getting ready for your answer. That really gave me something to think about as the person in my family that everybody runs to. I don't have to have all the answers, and I can say today, it's okay. I love that. I'm going to remember to focus on what you do know, right? Focus on that. Confusion is a sign of change. Embrace that. Get yourself ready for the answers. Quit being lazy. Quit expecting your higher power to just drop it in your lap. We got to work at this, guys, because within the work, in the journey, are the lessons. If everything came easy, if everything was delivered to us on a silver platter, and we didn't have these times or these states of confusion that we had to dig in deep for the solutions and get ourselves ready for them, we would miss so many beautiful things. We would really be dependent, our minds wouldn't think. We'd get very narrow-minded. The beautiful thing about my message this morning is it really is expanding your mind to get ready to receive things that you don't already have there. You don't have everything yet. I don't care if you're like me, 58 years old and a grandma. You may be 98. I don't know how old you are, 28, but you don't have everything yet. You're only given these things when it's time. And we got to dig in our recovery, in our mind, so we can expand this, so we can receive the things that aren't there, so we can make those good decisions along the journey. So see your confusion as a time to expand and grow, and quit complaining about it. It's your grace, it's your yield sign, it's your stop sign in your journey that can help you wake up, smell the roses along the way, and start digging in deep. So just for today, quit using confusion in a negative way. Quit giving it a bad rap, because it is a gift. Lastly, be patient. Be patient. If it has you in distress, it must be pretty important in your life. So the best decision needs to be waited on. And as you're waiting and digging, you're learning. Embrace that. Guys, that's what I got for you this morning. I believe confusion encircles all of us, right? And you may have some things going on in your life today. Just for today, let's flip that rock over, that confusion rock over, and let's see the pretty. Let's see the beautiful. Let's see the grace. Let's dig in. Let's quit being lazy. Let's say out loud, it's okay if I don't have the answers, because I'm not ready for them. I need to expand so I can make room for stuff that's not already there. I think that's beautiful, that we can still learn and gather new things if we can just, in our state of confusion, dig in deep, be grateful, and be aware of our surroundings so we don't miss those things. So when it's time, we're ready. All right, let's see what we got to say, and we're going to wrap this thing up. I got to get to Charlotte. Let's see. So Erica says she loves this fall. Well, Erica, I hope you enjoy it. I'm a summer girl. As you can see, no sleeves. I'm going to fight it all the way. Well, I don't have flip-flops on, but because it's raining, don't want to get my little toes wet. But those of you who like fall, welcome to fall. Get all your pumpkins out and your pumpkin spices out. But it is fall. Welcome to fall. So here we go. Kim says fall is the best. She loves it. Erin says, I love fall. It's a season of change. Absolutely. As we will see on the leaves. And that they are going to burst with color. They're changing before they fall, and let the seasons change, and then we'll be ready for, spring to come back so we can see all the beautifuls again. But right now it's about to get really pretty, and we need to embrace that. Spring and fall are the seasons of confusion. Yep. Erin says, I like not knowing. It always gives me something to do. Put energy into finding out what I need to know. Yep. Stop being lazy, guys. When you put in the energy to figure out what's got you confused, it's a beautiful thing. Just keep diving south till you get home. I mean, driving south. That's right. Yep. That's what my daddy tells me. Lisa, just go south. It'll always lead you home. Absolutely. Erica says, thank y'all. God bless you. Erica, I hope you enjoyed today with Just for a Day, and you'll keep joining us. Erin says, in your patience, you gain and maintain your soul. Absolutely. So guys, just for today, embrace confusion. See it as a gift and a chance to stop, look, listen, and dig in deep. And get yourself ready to receive something that may not already be in your mind or in your soul. So a great decision can be made. The best decision can be made along your journey. So as you walk through today and you hear people start using the word confusion, maybe speak this, whether you speak it out loud or in your soul. But just for today, give confusion a chance, because it is a good thing. Okay? And embrace what it's trying to tell us and what it's trying to show us and help grow us, okay? Guys, I have loved this morning. I got to get before I'm late, because I live in South Carolina, and I just want to ask you guys to share this on your social media. You never know who might need this word of flipping change around, and quit giving it a bad rap. Here's our welcome desk number, guys. We are back open. Miss Kim Porter is our beautiful soul that answers those phones. If you have any questions for any of us, need to know more information, there's the number there, 8 to 4:30. Miss Kim can get you in contact with us, or give you information. Also, guys, I want to give a shout out, and I'll do it again on Friday, but this coming Friday at PRN, Miss Darlene, I hope you will make an appearance there. And all of you sweet people that live in the area, so many of you don't live in the Charlotte area, but Mr. Bob, those of you who come to the Recovery Hub this Friday at 6 p.m. It's Freestyle Friday. We got Clayworks, Drums for Life, Guerrilla Poets, and Think and Paint. We got 4 activities going on in our beautiful space at PRN. So come out and join us from 6 to 7:30 for a beautiful fall, late, early evening celebration of recovery. Come out and experience it. Myself or somebody will be doing a Facebook Live. So if you can't join us, be ready, because we'll go live around 6 o'clock Friday, and hopefully you can catch some of that if you can't join us live. Warm line is here. Guys, if you need anything 24/7 confidential, need someone to talk to, this is just an extension of PRN and our love. And it's open to you to have someone to listen, hash things out with, hear their life experiences, and see if it can kind of help bring your distress down, help you kind of embrace confusion, right? So there's our warm line. So we're available 24/7. It's confidential. Give us a call if you need to. Oh, yeah. So let me shout out Through the Eyes of Others. That is tonight at 6:30. We always have special guests, and it literally means being able to see the extraordinary, not just ordinary, but that extraordinary, resilient lives. See that through that person's eyes. And we always have just an amazing person or persons on. Tonight is no different. So we hope you'll come on at 6:30 tonight. We'll go live, and you will enjoy that, embrace that with us. Guys, I love you. Got to get out of here and get up the road to Charlotte, North Carolina, to see all you beautiful people that come. So guys, have a great day. Think about confusion. Quit giving it a bad rap, and dig in deep. Please share this on your social media. I think this is a subject or a thought that all of us may consider, even if it's just for today. I love you. We'll see you Friday. Enjoy your first day of fall. I love you guys. Bye.